and welcome back to Get Me a Library. This is just a quick video with an update of January. So far in January I have read 5 books, yay go me. The first book that I read was Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. I was on the last couple of chapters, well I say that I was probably on the last 5 chapters, and Harry Potter books are quite big. So that was the one I read. I also got around to finishing and reading again The Deathly Hallows, so that was my second book of the month. I then read the Fire and Heist book by Sarah Beth Durst, which was the Fairy Loot book from December. I then read The Crowns of Coswald, which was by D.E. Knight, and I've just finished Children of Blood and Bone. So I have read 5 books so far. My challenge for the year was 10 books, and then every time I get onto the 9th book I will then increase it by 5. So I don't feel the pressure of having to read 30 books a year. I seem to be doing well so far. It took me a while to get around to reading The Crowns of Coswald. I finished my book on the 9th of January. I then started on the 13th, so it's a little bit of a gap between reading. So I think if I'd read that before I may have got to another book, but I feel like that's probably a good way for me to do it. So when I get to my 19th book I will then raise it up by another 5, so I've always got 5 ahead of me to read, and it seems to be like I can read 5, which is doing pretty well. So when I get to December I will literally do the same thing, so I've always got 5 books and then I'll just leave it because I don't want to have to keep increasing it. I don't want to feel like I'm cheating. So the book that I'm going to be reading now is Kingdom Cold. I'm not going to tell you anything about that yet. I want you to look yourself on Goodreads and see what you think, but it's got about princesses and arranged marriage and fighting for your kingdom, so it all sounds pretty cool. I've now got my Book Box Club box and I've got my Fairy Loot box. I've got 2 other books I want to read. I'm really looking forward to the Book Box Club one this month. I've still got to read Splintered Silence, Storm Crows and Glass Woman, so I feel like I've still got quite a lot of books I want to read. So I'll see you guys soon. I hope you enjoyed my quick update. Let me know down below how many books you've read and what books you're looking forward to reading in January. And I can't wait to get round to reading Throne of Glass because it has to be my next book that I read. I'm not buying any more books, so it just depends on what boxes I get and stuff, but I don't have any more this month, so it's literally just going to be the same time next month. So I'm hoping that I can get around to reading it. A friend of mine said that the best way to read 2 books a day would be to read 2 different genres, so maybe one in the day and one in the evening. So I'm going to try and do things like that on my days off, and then when I'm at work just read the one book that perhaps I'm a little bit more into. So I'm hoping to get around to reading The Glass Woman. It just sounds really good. It's just because I think it's not a YA book, it's taken me a little while to get my head round reading it. But yes, I'll see you guys soon. Hope you enjoy your day, and bye!